Cole the Face Stealer. So I've done this series quite a bit. I think I've done it maybe 2 or 3 times. And I'm going to try to keep this as simple as possible. Um, so this also coincides with the kiss of death as well. Um, I will say that this is, you could kind of say the Cole the Face Stealer and the kiss of death are kind of one and the same, or two sides to the same coin. So in the Avatar series, there was an avatar who spoke to Cole, and his I think it was the woman he loved, her face was stolen, and Cole was kind of telling Aang that the avatar was complaining about the fact that he stole the woman he loves face. um, I don't really know what to say with that, but I will add the faces that Ko collects. It comes from people who were in heightened, they were in positions of heightened emotion. And this position of heightened emotion led them to a trap where they were ensnared without realizing it. And this is not going to sound really all that attractive or make anyone look good, but I think that women have a lot of men's faces that they've stolen, and these faces that they've stolen are from men who they kind of walked into the trap willingly without realizing that it was actually a trap. You have situations where women will actually beg men and almost force the men to open up to them. I've had it happen on dates where I'll be talking to a woman and she'll be actually pressing me to share with her, and she'll also, I've had situations where they will tell me something deep and dark about themselves or something that happened that was kind of messed up and tragic, right? But then the implication is that I'm supposed to share as well. And every time it happens, I kid you not, there's always this silent retreat away from me, and there's always this silent disgust that I would share such a thing so quickly, almost as if they actually want to earn it. But every time in that moment, kind of like Cole the Face Stealer, my face or just who I am, it's already in their collection. They don't feel like they have to. They don't feel like they have to earn anything else. They already got what they wanted. Um, it's very interesting when it happens because you don't always see the disgust or the discard or the lack of desire that comes after the fact. Um, for lack of a challenge, they see it as, huh, okay, well, I got this one. Well, let's move on to the next one, right? Um, but yeah, they have the face of many men, and there's many men who failed to actually keep that relationship strong or keep that fire burning because they gave too many emotions too fast, or just any emotions at all. And the sad part about this is that a lot of times in the early interactions with women, they're not really rooting for you necessarily. They're kind of they're extremely judgmental. They're always looking to see if they can get a rise out of you, and they want to see. They're looking for reasons to get rid of you. They're not looking for reasons to actually keep you along. I mean, this isn't something that. I mean, I'm sorry if this isn't something that is actually, that sounds pleasant, but the amount of men that they interact with, it kind of makes sense, but it also sucks at the same time because the average man is essentially just a litmus test, and that comes off as painful to a man. Like, men want to have a situation where they can view the interaction as if it is like a romantic kind of, we're very idealistic about relationships, and the way that we fall in love seems very counterproductive to how women interact with us, because it's the way they interact with us is very calculative, and like they almost calculate how or if they're going to attach to a guy, or they don't want to attach to a guy until certain parameters are met. um, but that's not really the focus of this. The focus is to say that in every social interaction with a woman, she's looking to see if she can steal your face. And it's kind of up to you to know these things. Society, I've noticed, doesn't really teach men the darker aspects of things. It doesn't teach them the about the disgust that women have for male emotional expression. And so many men are just collector's items for women. Now, instead of faces of men, you would just see numbers of men in the woman's phone, where maybe she ghosted the guy, like hundreds of ghosted men that are just ignored, and that didn't pass the test, and that didn't understand how women worked, right? uh, they forgot to stay stoic. They thought that, maybe if I share my emotions with this person, we can build a connection or a bond, not realizing that they were about to be ensnared in something very painful, uh, and have a painful discard, whether that was a slow and steady discard or just something very quick. Uh, Now, the sad part about this, where it coincides with the kiss of death, is I've noticed there's certain actions that happen with some women. You'll get a sigh. They'll sigh to themselves, or they'll put their head down. Some women will get up and they'll ask you for a hug. Um, some women will just say they have to go to the bathroom and you won't see them anymore, right? But I think a lot of times the pain won't come until after the hug, because the man won't realize what is happening. Um, that's kind of the switch from the stealing of your face to the kiss of death. Um, it's a painful thing. It's not really fun. But if a woman asks for a hug at the end of a date, this is just an aside, right? Um, there's a good chance that you screwed up, and that just whatever happened. Because here's the thing: they don't want you to win, so they're not like gonna tell you what you did wrong. You kind of already women just naturally assume that the man that's right for them already knows what they want. So if you don't know what they want, they assume that you're either a loser or just that you weren't the one for that day. And they have so many choices that if they get rid of you, they don't really miss you. They can't miss you. So the only way to really make an impact is is to treat them in such a way that they can't just you have to treat them well. Some men would just say treat them badly, but it's a little more intricate than that. um but yeah, anyways, let me make sure I got that straight. So when it comes to them, if you're in a situation where they ask for a hug at the end of the date and you feel a drop in energy, you can say no to the hug, or you can just leave before she says that she's ready or she wants to go. Say, hey, I got somewhere to be, or just make some fake excuse. Um, it's just something you can do. There's not really there's a lot of ways to skin this cat, or to skin this fish, so to speak, right? So, um, this is just my opinion on the matter. But it's not, I will say it's not fun. It's not cool to be dealing with situations where no one teaches you why certain things are happening. So, part of the reasonings for this channel will be to teach men. Now, I do focus on philosophy, but I want to teach men how to actually win in social interactions. And I want to teach them the subtle intricacies and the nuances as well of social situations. It just so happens that yes, they're really good and they're really adept at social situations, but um, one thing that I would say that men have over women in social settings is that we are braver and we're more willing to take risk. And here's the thing: fortune favors the bold. So if you get anything from this video, just understand that if a woman is trying to force you to feel and to say things out loud about, to connect with her and to share your feelings and be vulnerable, um, never fall for that. Once you fall for that, she has your face. She's you're the phone number in her phone that's ghosted, right? And then that guy that comes over to the house later that actually pleasures her and has fun with her, that's the guy that wins. You're the guy that loses. If you want to be the guy that wins, you have to be the one that is solid, the one that is in control of their emotions and that doesn't allow people to uh to just do whatever they want with them, right? Unfortunately, the sad thing about human nature is we don't really appreciate things that come very fast. We don't appreciate things we don't have to work for. And that's kind of the whole point of this video. Cole the Face Stealer.